What exactly does $1 million buy you here in Guelph, Ontario? The answer may actually surprise you. In today's video, I'll walk you through exactly what you'll be able to buy at $1 million, but I'm also going to show you two different price ranges as well. What 800K gets you in Guelph and what 1.2 million gets you as well. And make sure to stick around until the end of the video because I'm going to share a tip with you that will save you a lot of money. Hey, if you're new to the channel, my name is Mike and I'm a local agent here in the GTA. And on this channel, I share real estate information that no one else is sharing with you. If you're planning a move, then this video is going to give you a real on-the-ground look at what's possible to buy in 3 different price ranges. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. So let's start with $1 million. That's probably why you clicked on this video. So what does $1 million buy you here in Guelph, Ontario? First of all, you can definitely get into a detached home. It doesn't have to be a town or a semi like some other cities. Now, what kind of detached home will it be? Typically, you're going to find it would be a 3-bed, 3 or 4 bath. You can definitely get a finished basement in this price range, close to around 2,000 square feet. Some will be just under it, some will be above that, depending upon the part of town that you're going to be looking in. And when it comes to lot sizes overall, again, old Guelph versus newer Guelph, that will kind of differ. So there's some trade-offs that I'll get into. And just to note, you don't need to go straight up to 1 million to get these types of homes. You can actually find these homes between 900K to 1 million. So if you want to save that 100K, use it for furniture, appliances, other interior or cosmetic upgrades, you can do so. Just keep in mind that the closer you get to 1 million, the more turnkey the home is going to be. Now, where exactly can you find these types of homes in Guelph? So I mentioned in terms of lot sizes, there's going to be a difference between sort of older Guelph and newer Guelph. Now, most of the detached homes within this price range, you will actually find in the newer parts of Guelph, areas like the West End, the East End, and the desirable South End. But if you really have your eyes set on something in older Guelph or closer to downtown, you can still find availability of detached homes within this range. The difference is that the closer you get to downtown, the older the homes become, and there is much less chance of there being a primary ensuite. So if that is an important factor for you, you absolutely must have it. Then you're going to want to look to the newer parts of Guelph for these types of homes around $1 million. But if you're fine without one, then you're going to have tons of options as you get closer to downtown. Just take a look at this custom one that you can find in the Junction, which is about a 15 or 20-minute walk from downtown Guelph. And then, for example, you have this one, which is just steps to downtown, only a couple minutes away. The biggest difference is that these types of homes, they're not going to have a garage. And finally, in terms of property taxes, what can you expect at around the $1 million range in Guelph? Expect on average to pay around $6,000 per year. Just a quick break here. If you're finding value in this video, just go ahead and hit the like button. And I'd also like to hear from you. What do you think of the value of these homes around $1 million? Is it good value? Go ahead and let me know in the comments. Okay, let's get right back to it. Okay, so you clicked on this video, but you don't have $1 million, but you've got closer to, let's say, 800K or 750K. You are in luck. I'm going to cover that in this video and show you exactly what you can buy at that price range. Now, if you're looking for other options under 800,000, you can look to semis and townhomes. In fact, townhomes are going to be a median price of around 725K. And semi-detached will be around 765K. In terms of their profile, they'll be similar to a detached, looking at 3-bed, 3-bath with around 1,100 to 1,500 square feet and a single car garage. Now you might say, Mike, why is the semi the same price as the detached? Well, the main difference is that the semi is going to be in newer areas where the homes are going to be more turnkey. So you have to choose between the detached in an older area that needs some cosmetic upgrades. You get that bonus of having the detached home, but you have to make those upgrades at some point. Some people will choose the semi over the detached, and that's why they end up around the same price point. And if you want to save even more, but still be in a freehold home, then you can look to 3-story townhomes that are called POTL. That is a parcel of tied land. You may have seen a freehold townhome listing with a small maintenance fee of around, let's say $90 or $100 per month. That is what's called a common element condo. So you have a group of owners where you own the home. You have to make all the changes to it on the outside, the garage door, the door, the roof, the windows, but you all pay for things like landscaping and snow removal monthly. These are still technically freehold homes, but you can get them for much cheaper. They are around a median price of $650,000. Again, 3-bed, 3-bath. It's just stretched over 3 stories versus 2 stories. Some people even find this preferable because a lot of times you'll get a main floor area space, so you get sort of 2 living spaces. The trade-off, of course, is that extra set of stairs. And we're going to take a look at now what 1.2 million buys you in Guelph. You may have been watching and said, hey, you know what? My budget is a little bit more than that. What exactly can I get here? And you're in luck. 1.2 million is going to open up a lot of options in Guelph. You can pretty much comfortably get into most types of homes here. And the biggest difference, especially in the detached, is jumping up from the 3-bed to a 4-bedroom home. So if you're looking for a forever home in Guelph, this is probably more the price range for you. If you have multiple children, for example, and you need that extra space. You're going to be looking at around 2,000 to 2,500 square feet here, and most of these types of homes will be 2-story. However, there are options for different types of homes like bungalows or back or side splits if you prefer those. And in this price range, you will definitely get double car garages, wider lots, and bigger backyards. In terms of property taxes, at the 1.2 million price range, you can expect to pay about $7,000 per year on average. Now, where exactly can you find these homes in Guelph? Well, again, predominantly because we're going to have those 4 bathrooms and the larger interior square footage, we're looking at predominantly, again, the newer parts of town. So it's the south, west, and east end of Guelph. And if you're looking closer to downtown, you prefer the older parts of Guelph, then you can still definitely get a home within this range. It's just that the primary ensuite tends to not be an option in most of these homes. If you're looking at sort of these century-old homes, these Victorian-style homes, a lot of the times they're not going to have a primary ensuite. But you can get some beautiful grand homes close to Exhibition Park, steps to downtown. You just may have to sacrifice that or sometimes sacrifice a garage. So it's a choice between newer, more modern homes in the south and west and east ends of Guelph, or you can get a completely turnkey home close to downtown, walking distance. Just you may need to sacrifice one of those luxuries of life in the primary ensuite and the garage. And I just want to point out something here. If you are looking around $1 million, 1.2 million is just a little bit too much. You can still find plenty of homes between 1 to 1.1 million. The difference is that they will be 3-bed for the most part. It's that jump from 1.1 to 1.2 that really brings you up to the 4-bedroom home. So what's the difference, Mike, between 1 and 1 million versus the homes that we were looking at in the $1 million segment? Well, the difference is that those homes will definitely be more upgraded. They'll be bigger interiors and on larger lots. So if you can actually afford that 50K difference instead of 1 million, but maybe 1.025 or 1.05 million, it can make a huge difference. You can go from a smaller detached home to a completely turnkey home with a larger interior and larger lot. So keep that in mind when you're doing your search. Thank you for sticking around until the end. Here's the tip that I promise you that is going to save you a lot of money. If you're planning to buy your first home, then late October into November and December is a great time to find a deal. When the weather turns and we're getting closer to the holidays, sellers tend to get a bit more anxious, and that's when prices tend to drop. So if you're watching this and trying to find a time for a great deal, then you should actually start your shopping before the new year starts. If you found this video helpful, then just hit the like button and subscribe below for more videos just like this. And if you're ready to start your home search in Guelph, then please reach out. You can find my info in the description below. I'd love to help you find the right fit. Now it's your turn. What do you think? Of the 3 price ranges, what seems like the best value? Go ahead and let me know in the comments. If you want to learn more about Guelph, then you're going to want to watch this video next. I go through everything you need to know about each part of the city. Finally, if you're interested in seeing actual homes for sale in Guelph right now, then check out my list of preferred homes in the description below.